Boss Beauties, it's your girl Lakita, and today I want to do a video just taking you on the journey of me formulating my skincare products. So today we're going to be actually formulating, or making I should say, the Goodness Grayshius Cleanser, because I not only want to show you the thought that goes behind each product and why I formulate the way that I do, but I also want to share with you the product and the passion behind the reason I do what I do. So let's go on this journey. Okay, so the very first thing I do whenever I am starting to make products is I sterilize my kitchen. Mainly, this entire kitchen is sterilized, but mainly the stove and the countertops, because I work primarily with those areas. And then I do have a makeshift table that I normally would set up to also use as the primary location as to where I produce the products. So yeah, that's what you see me doing here. I'm just really just cleaning and sterilizing, and I'm just gathering everything that I'm going to need to make this Goodness Grayshius Cleanser. So this cleanser is primarily made with, you know, water, oils, and the base in it, besides the water, is going to be African soap. So I just wanted you guys to come along so I could just talk a bit about it. This is not necessarily me telling you how to make the soap. This is just me telling you why I do what I do and the thought that goes behind it. So of course, like I mentioned, the base is going to be water. The base is going to be the African soap. And so the Goodness Grayshius Cleanser was created to restore the skin's barrier. I am a huge advocate of healthy skin. And when I say healthy skin, I did not say flawless skin. I said healthy skin. So that starts within the skin's barrier. The skin barrier is what protects you from all of the elements. You know, it's what protects you from UV sun rays. It's what protects you from the elements in the environments, the free radicals. It's what protects you from your environment. It's what protects you from everything. But please know, just like with anything that can be weakened, just like your mindset can be weakened, so can your skin barrier. So in order for your skin barrier not to be weakened, you have got to implement changes and habits in your life that is going to result in that healthy skin. And so I always say it starts internal, okay? Everything for me starts internal. But in the meantime, while you're working on getting your internal right, you need to be working on your external, right? So the way that you do that is going to be through your skincare products. I've always said that, you know, me as an esthetician, and most estheticians will tell you, even, you know, any type of service that you go get, it's always you being one-on-one with someone, right? So you're only touching that one person at that one given moment. But my thought process, especially after COVID happened and I couldn't be face-to-face with my clients, so I took a hit, not only helping others, but also, you know, my livelihood. I said, you know what, I need to find a way that I can touch multiple people at any given time and still be able to make an impact in their lives through skin, through beauty. And one of the ways that I'm able to do that is by creating a product line, which is the Makei Beauty skincare line. So, I mean, there's, you know, a few products already that's formulated. I still have some products that I still need to make, test. So the skincare line is going to be growing as we go along. But this Goodness Grayshius Cleanser will help tremendously with your skincare barrier. Okay, because it can be compromised from over exfoliating, from the elements from your environment, from sun exposure and the UV rays, from stress, you name it. It can stress your skin barrier. So when I'm formulating, I'm always thinking of the skin barrier because it's the first line of defense to keep your skin healthy. It's truly, guys, it's truly your protector. So in this particular formula, it has African soap, water, it has olive oil, it has sweet almond oil, it has pomegranate oil. Pretty much all of my products is going to have some sort of pomegranate feature to it because it is so amazingly healthy for your skin. This cleanser has lemon extract peel in it. It has glycerin. You know, it has everything that you need to maintain a healthy skincare barrier. It has coconut oil, so it has all of that. So that's what you see me melting right now with the pomegranate oil and the olive oil. I'm melting down some coconut oil in those oils before I proceed. So let me talk a little bit about the pomegranate oil and why I use pomegranate oil. So like I mentioned, it's great for restoring the skin barrier. It's rich with antioxidants, like polyphenols. So these are binding agents. These are elements that help your skin barrier stay tight, stay strong. Pomegranate shields the skin from the damage from free radicals. So anything that's in your environment, you know, every day that when we go outside, we not only have the UV sun rays, we also have the elements in our environments, which like from cars, from from them polluting the air, things that you cannot see is what free radicals are, and they are damaging your skin. It has anti-inflammatory properties, moisturizing, and collagen stimulation. It's great for brightening the skin and improve skin texture, and that is most important. You know, I know for me, because I do suffer from eczema, so my skin barrier is always being compromised, especially when I'm going through stress. That's when I mostly see that my eczema breaks out. So it's important not only that I create these products, I am creating products that not only that I, from skin concerns that I'm experiencing, but from what I've seen happen with my clients, from what they've, expressed to me as far as what makes them lack in confidence, what makes them want to not go outdoors. That is horrible when someone does not want to go outdoors because of their skin, when there are like natural things out here that we can definitely partake in to make our skin healthy. So now this particular cleanser I do, it's a 2-day process. It's basically a 48-day process, because anything that I formulate, I let it sit for 24 hours so that it gets stable, so that it stabilizes, and then the next day I am looking to see what changes do I need to make to it, if any. And then I add like the fragrances and, any other agents that I need to add to it at the time. So right now we're still on day 1. We're still just getting most of the ingredients as well as the preservative in the product. Preservative is what keeps harmful bacteria from growing in products that have water, that's water-based. So all of my products will have a preservative in it. That helps with that. I've already added Crowthix, which is a thickening agent to make my cleanser thickened. So on day 2, I'll be adding the fragrance, and I'm going to be adding, adjusting the pH levels for the skin. Okay, so it's day 2 now. So now we're going to go to the kitchen and we're going to finish up this Goodness Gracious Facial Cleanser. So we've let it sit overnight for 24 hours almost. And so now we're just going to be adding fragrance oils and adjusting the pH balance. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're back in the kitchen, and as I already mentioned, we are on day 2 of making the Goodness Gracious Facial Cleanser. So the purpose of doing this in 2 days, every time that you're formulating your products, you should let your products rest. I typically like to let mine rest over 24 hours. That way you can definitely see how it, fared overnight. See if you need to make any adjustments. And then most importantly, I like to adjust my pH balance in my products to between 4.4 to 5.5. Some of my pH balances are up to 6, which can be a little drying for the skin. But with those particular products, I always like to offer some type of moisturizing agent as well. But sole purpose for today is to finish up Goodness Gracious. So on my day 2 of Goodness Gracious, all we're doing again is we're adjusting the pH levels, and we're now incorporating the fragrance. I love fragrance in my products, mild fragrance, because it's my products is all about mental health as well. So as a single mom, as a black woman, I am on the go all the time. Just like even recording this video, I'm going to just tell y'all a little behind the scenes of what's going on while I was recording this video. Like, I'm recording yesterday, here in Florida right now, primarily Tampa, Gibsonton area where I live at. There's a lot of high school graduations. There's just graduations going on, period. So a lot of my daughter friends, of course, they're graduating, and so yesterday I had to stop filming to go and pick her up from graduation parties, and I was getting just pulled in all kind of directions, knowing that I still needed to get my content recorded, edited, and uploaded and scheduled. It can become overwhelming, okay? It can become overwhelming, and as women and men too, I always gravitate towards women because I know we are the backbone of our families. And so there's a lot of pressure on us that a lot of people cannot even understand that's on us. And this is why I always implement aromatic therapeutic properties in my products, because I want you to be able to stop, pause, cancel all the noise at some part of your day when you're doing your skincare regimen to love on yourself. And one thing that helps me relax when I'm overwhelmed is, aromatic therapeutic properties, such as candles, such as, room sprays, what have you. And then so I incorporate like a light scent, especially in my cleansers, because the moment that it goes on your face, I need you to calm down. I need you to erase whatever is going on, whatever overwhelm, anxiety feeling that you're feeling, and I need you to bring it down. I need you to hone in to you, check on you. So that's just a little bit background behind what we're going to be doing today with the Goodness Gracious Facial Cleanser. We're just going to be adding those fragrances and, just finishing everything up, getting it bottled up and out the door to the clients that have actually ordered it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. Okay, so now I'm just checking in on how it fared overnight. So I have to, of course, mix it up. And a lot of times I may incorporate my stick blender just to have all the ingredients come together. That's when I do like the larger batches. This particular batch was very small because, like I mentioned, I make things made to order as orders come in because I'm still quite small. And so this particular day I was only making like 5 bottles of the Goodness Gracious cleanser. So right now what you see me doing is I'm checking the pH levels. So this first time that I checked the pH levels before I added any citric acid to do any adjustments, it was a little over 7% as far as the pH is concerned. So that's a bit high when it comes down to the pH for skin. So with skin, I typically like to keep it between the 4.4 and 5.5. I may go up as high as 6, and that's with me adding more moisturizing agents. But right now what you see me doing is adding the fragrance oils, and I'm just going to incorporate that into it. And then I'm going to continue to check the pH balance, you know, until I get it down to 5. So I had already checked the pH balance. I got it down to 5.48. And so I've already bottled it up, as you see there. And I am now putting the labels on. Now, my labels have changed. I have changed my logo slightly, as well as my labels. My labels for Goodness Gracious was a black label. I have now decided to go with the fuchsia pink color of my brand. So that's what you see me doing here. But basically, you know, I just want everyone to know that my process is with intentional love. I know how important skin is and how it plays a crucial part of our overall health. And if I could impact one person, I've done my job. So I just thank you for sticking with me throughout this video. And as always to remember to aspire to inspire someone every single day. So I'll catch y'all on the next one. All right now.